You know I'm mobbing with the D.O.E. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's the one and only Eagle Double G. Hold up.
Swirl.
Hi guys, my name is Arun and welcome on the channel first video ever, and today we're gonna discuss and talk about the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory Fire. This is about the disaster that was in New York and exactly in Manhattan. So I hope today's video is gonna be very interesting and you will find out some interesting facts about this disaster. So let's go. So firstly, let's start from some background information about the disaster. On March 25, 1911, the Triangle Shirtwaist Company factory in New York burned down, killing 146 workers. It's remembered as one of the most infamous industrial plants in industrial history, as a dome is developed to station in white cloud. Most of the victims died as a result of the neglect of safety equipment and locked doors in the construction of the factory. The tragedy has drawn national attention to the dangerous conditions in the factories and has led to the development of queues and stagings that will better protect the safety of the workers. Now let's talk about the background and general information about the company itself. So the company, Triangle Shirtwaist Company. The Triangle Shirtwaist Company that was owned by the Max Planck and Isaac Harris, that themselves are the immigrants from Russia. Two men founded the company in the 90s, one of more than 11,000 in New York at the time. They moved to the 9th floor on the Ash building in 92, immediately after it was built, and expanded to the 8th floor in 96 and the 10th floor 2 years later. The company was located on the top 3 floors of the Ash building at the corner of Green Street and the Washington Place in Manhattan. It was a real street shop staffed by young immigrant women working in close quarters on the sewing machine lines. Almost all of the workers were teenage girls who didn't speak English and worked 12 hours every day. In 1911, there were 4 elevators leading to the factory floors, but only one was fully operational and workers had to walk down a long, narrow corridor to get to it. Two staircases led to the street, but one was locked from the outside to prevent theft, and the other opened only inward. The fire escape was so narrow that it would take hours for all workers to use it, even under the most favorable circumstances. So, after the background information and just general information about the company and the disaster, now let's talk about the two main causes that was in disaster. So, here is two main causes that disaster was made by. On March 25, Saturday afternoon, according to the Teaching American History, the factory was employing 600 workers when a garbage bin caught fire. It turned out that the fire was caused by a smoldering cigarette butt or match falling into a trash can full of fabric, scraps and tissue paper. Smoking was banned in the factory, but workers were known to steal cigarettes. In any case, with plenty of clothes and paper to ignite the flames, it only took the 8th floor a few minutes to turn into hell. The foreman tried to flood it, but no to avail. The only fire hose was rotten with a rusty valve. When the fire broke out, there were about 600 employees in it, including owners Isaac Harris and Max Planck. As the fire grew, panic set in. The young workers tried to leave the building in the elevator, but it only held 12 people, and the operator only managed 4 round trips before it broke down amid the heat and flames. In a desperate attempt to escape the fire, the girls waiting for the elevator collapsed down to shaft to their deaths. The girls who escaped down the stairwells also met with a terrible death. When they found the locked door at the bottom of the stairs, many were burned alive. Those workers who were on the floors above the fire, including the owners, fled to the roof and then to neighboring buildings. Arriving firefighters witnessed a terrible scene. The girls who didn't make it to the stairwells of the elevator got trapped in the fire inside the factory and started jumping out of the window to escape it. The bodies of paratroopers fell on the hoses, making it difficult to start extinguishing the fire. Also, firemen's ladders reached only the 7th floor, and the fire was on the 8th floor. In one case, a life net was deployed to catch jumpers, but 3 girls jumped at the same time, breaking the net. The networks proved totally ineffective. And so, concluding by two main causes of this disaster, we can conclude that the first reason was a cigarette. There was a cigarette that wasn't extinguished to the end that negatively affected the environment, starting all the hell. And the second reason was the material. Resources of material on the next floors was paper, cotton, fabric, and etc. that helped this fire develop faster, causing fire even more. I think everyone will be agreed with the statement that this Triangle Factory Fire was a really very wild and very scary disaster at that moment. And if we'll talk about the main consequences, actually there is a lot of consequences of this disaster, and but here is three main consequences after this disaster. The first one is the strengthening of labor laws and workers' rights. The fire at the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory exposed the harsh working conditions and the lack of safety measures relevant in many factories at that time. The public outcry and outrage over the high death toll led to a waiver of labor reforms. In the aftermath of the fire, legislation was enacted to improve workplace safety standards, such as requiring unlocked exit doors, better fire escapes, and regular fire drills. These reforms aim to protect workers' rights and ensure safer working environments. First consequence is the impact on workplace safety and public awareness. The fire brought widespread attention to the need for improved workplace safety and spurred public awareness of the conditions faced by industrial workers. The tragic loss of lives and the horrifying images of workers trapped in the burning factory generated sympathy and outrage among the general public. This heightened awareness led to increased demands for accountability, safer working conditions, and stricter enforcement of regulations. The Triangle Shirtwaist Factory Fire served as a catalyst for broader conservation on workplace safety, ultimately influencing public opinion and policy changes regarding worker protection and the industrial safety. And second main consequence is air pollution. Air pollution, the fire at the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory released a significant amount of smoke and toxic fumes into the air. The combustion of materials such as fabrics, machinery, cotton, and other factory equipment produced pollutants that could have had short-term effects on air quality in the immediately vicinity of the fire. Actually, I don't really think that it could have an effect on global warming or air pollution and emitting a lot of greenhouse gases such as methane, carbon dioxide, etc. But the fact that this disaster, if for real, released a significant amount of smoke and toxic fumes into the air stays a fact. So concluding, the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory Fire served as a powerful example of how the lack of human capability and development can result in devastating consequences and behind the sustainability, innovation, and revolution. The fire highlighted the exploitation for workers and disregard for their safety, indicating the need for changing human capabilities such as improved working conditions, education, and empowerment. The tragedy spurred a revolution in labor rights and safety regulations, leading to innovations in workplace standards and sustainable practices. It demonstrated that by investing in human development, empowering workers, and prioritizing their well-being, societies can achieve sustainable, innovative, and revolutionary outcomes that prioritize human dignity and progress. So that's all. I hope you noticed and learned more about disaster, about interesting facts about the disaster. So thank you for your attention, guys. Goodbye.